Praise be to Jesus. Well, hello everyone. Saturday evening here. Well, I was going to take it easy, but I decided to check to see what was going on. And indeed, there's a very, very significant story happening about Pope Francis. Um, the former U.S. nuncio testifies that Pope Francis covered up McCarrick's abuse. This is really a big deal here. Well, let me read some of this to you. What you are about to read is the explosive testimony of the former apostolic nuncio to the United States, implicating Pope Francis and several senior prelates in covering up Archbishop Theodore McCarrick's alleged sexual abuse of seminarians and priests. In an extraordinary 11-page written statement, see the official English text below, Archbishop Carlo Maria Vergano claims that Pope Francis knew about strict canonical sanctions imposed on McCarrick by Pope Benedict XVI, but chose to repeal them. In his testimony dated August 22nd, Archbishop Vergano, who served as Apostolic Nuncio in Washington, D.C. from 2011 to 2016, states that in the late 2000s, Benedict, that in the late 2000s, I'm not sure if that makes any sense. Oh, I guess in the later in the year of the year 2000, I guess. Benedict had imposed on Cardinal McCarrick sanctions similar to those now imposed on him by Pope Francis, and that Vergano personally spoke with Francis about the gravity of McCarrick's abuse soon after his election in 2013. But he says that Francis continued to cover him, and not only did he not take into account the sanctions that Pope Benedict had imposed on him, but also made McCarrick his trusted counselor, who helped him to appoint a number of bishops in the United States, including Cardinals Blaise Cupich of Chicago and Joseph Tobin of Newark. Archbishop Vergano also implicates Cardinals Sodano, Bertone, and Parolin in the cover-up and insists various other cardinals and bishops were well aware, including Cardinal Donald Wuerl, McCarrick's successor as Archbishop of Washington, D.C. Well, there's the rest of the article is quotes, and this is really, I'm not going to read all this to you, but well, it's not that long. Here, I'll read some more. Let me see, where was I at? I myself brought up the subject with Cardinal Wuerl on several occasions, and I certainly didn't need to go into detail because it was immediately clear to me that he was fully aware of it, he writes. Cardinal Wuerl's recent statement that he knew nothing about it are absolutely laughable. He lies shamelessly. Cardinal Wuerl, well aware of the continuous abuses committed by Cardinal McCarrick and the sanctions imposed upon him by Pope Benedict, transgressing the Pope's order, also allowed him to reside at a seminary in Washington, D.C. In doing so, he put other seminarians at risk, he attests. Well, I think that's about all I'm going to read. There's some more to it if you want to read it. The 11 pages of Archbishop Vergano's testimony are here, at the link in the description box. So, I would just think offhand, this is like very, very significant here. This is like really a big deal. Or I think it could become a big deal, who knows? You see, we just never know what's going to happen. There's so much explosiveness going on in the Catholic Church. We just have to be ready for most anything. So I'll leave the link in the description box for you.